So we need to talk about some Chelsea transfer news. Yes, I am in a vehicle right now. I am not driving. We are not even moving, actually, since we've been traveling with the holidays. But I've watched all the latest videos on Chelsea's transfer rumors going on. Enzo Fernandez being the newest transfer that could possibly come to Chelsea. In my opinion on this may be different than everyone else. I'm a maybe on this right now. I'm not 100% sold on the player, and it is not because of his skill set. It's because of his price tag. Now, yes, you could argue he was the young player of the tournament in the FIFA World Cup, also won with Argentina, and being a 21, going to be 22-year-old in January, there's a lot of time for this player to be one of the greatest midfielders in the next decade, which obviously Chelsea want to reap the benefits for that. That being said, though, 130 for a player such as himself, who just recently got sold to Benfica for about 10 million, is a massive payout for Benfica, and I think River Plate probably will get some type of bonus with that as well. And it seems like that might be too much for a player that, yes, obviously had a great World Cup, but you do not know how well he'll do in the Premier League. Now, yes, you can look at Benfica and what he's done in that league itself. He's done phenomenal there as well, so you would think that he would do quite well. But we've seen time and time again where players do not do well after having a stellar World Cup. And James Rodriguez is one of the players I was thinking of immediately when I heard about this. Yes, he did quite well in the World Cup back in 2014, went to Bayern Munich, then was at Everton, and kind of has bounced around since then. And he was this high hope of a player that was going to be amazing anywhere he went. And in my humble opinion, it didn't really work out for him. Yes, he did win some things at Bayern Munich. I mean, any player's going to win at Bayern Munich. Everton, yeah, it's Everton, so I'm not expecting him to win anything there, but really, he kind of fizzled out, and I'm kind of worried that the same thing could happen to Enzo Fernandez. Now, that being said, though, he is going to Chelsea, most likely. The deal has not fully been done, so therefore, my opinion does not really matter too much. I'm just more worried about what the future holds for this player, and actually even Chelsea itself, because really right now, we have so many midfielders. I just don't understand how we're going to play all these players or what's going to happen. We're going to have to change our tactics formation, probably to a 4-3-3 or some type of formation that we have more midfielders, because currently right now, playing with about two midfielders, I guess you could argue three almost, sometimes with Mason Mount playing as a winger. Yes, he was as a central attacking midfielder in our last game against Bournemouth. But that being said, though, Graham Potter is going to have a lot to work with if he does bring in Enzo, because I have a feeling that's not going to be the only midfielder coming in this January window, which then really begs the question, who else are we going to then sell at this club? Because Conte looks like he's going to be on an extension, which I am very surprised with that. Yes, N'Golo Kante is a phenomenal player when fully fit, but he's been littered with injuries for so long now. It's going to be difficult if we do get him fully fit to play multiple matches. If he's able to, yes, it makes total sense to keep this player, but we haven't been able to see him much this season. Even last season, we didn't see him that much as well as we were hoping to. The same thing could happen again in the next couple of seasons if we do extend this contract. Hopefully, we can bring down his weekly salary if that's possible. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we will see. But back to Enzo, I know he kind of went on a little tangent there. If he does come in, I think he'll be a good signing for this club. He can obviously play in almost any position, a CDM, CAM, or a CAM, which we do need players that can kind of pivot and play different positions, but we really do need a CDM. We don't really have one currently right now. I know Jude Bellingham was one of the players that was on the radar. I have no idea if that's still going to happen or not if Enzo does come in, because that is going to be a lot of money to splash just in January, because already it's going to be 130 roughly for Enzo. If we try to go for Jude Bellingham or Declan Rice, we're looking around 200 plus easily, and we already spent that in the beginning of the season, and it just seems like one of those things that you can't just keep throwing money at the club hoping that some players are going to come in. You have to start really being technical with the players coming in. Now, again, Enzo, I think, will be a good signing. Just the price tag, I think, is a little too high, so which is why I'm at a maybe, but really, I'm looking forward to seeing this player come to Chelsea. I think he'll do quite well. I think Graham Potter can really implement him into our formation. Like I said, we are a fairly young squad. Yes, I know Thiago Silva and a few other players out there are still getting up there in age, but still, we have a lot of young players, and this is going to be a rebuilding season, if not rebuilding next couple of seasons. Graham Potter can easily do that if we get the young players we want to bring in and keep building around these players. Chelsea should have a good future ahead of themselves. It just all depends on how things work out this season and next season. If we can keep the momentum going, which we did quite well coming back from the World Cup against Bournemouth. We won 2-0. I think the mentality was stellar. I think all the players were ready to show back up. We obviously did pick up an injury with Reece James. I will have another video on that at some point. It's a shame that, again, he came back and picked up an injury. But that being said, though, the big news is that most likely Enzo Fernandez will be coming to Chelsea. Huge price tag, but it seems like it may be worth it. Again, Todd Boehly has the cash to splash for players, so it seems like that is going to be the case. So I want to know what you guys think. So comment down below if you think this is going to be a good signing, or if you think we should go for someone else because the price tag is too high. Comment down below. And also, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in our next